Hello everyone, I'm back here again. So today's a little bit something different today. Today I'll be doing an well, kind of unboxing because it's not an unbox, but like, let's show you one of my card games I bought like a bit of like a week ago from American McGee. It's basically an emo Uno, no, Uno, sorry, Uno, basically emo Uno, from the creator of Alice, American Alice, and Alice Madness Returns, American McGee. So as you can see right here, the design of the box is the outside looks pretty cool. Like just the red is very good. Also out this part, and also the shop where you can buy it, mysterious.com. I'll put a link in the description. It's gonna be a little bit easier to get this. And of course, the rules in the back of the box right here. Outwit, escape, survive. Two to four players. But if you want more than 4 players, it's okay too. Takes 10 minutes to learn, 20 minutes to play, ages 5 and up. Which is, ages 5 and up. You'll see why. And basically a story about the whole thing. Out of the Woods is a light-paced, cutthroat playing card game. Presented by a legendary, macabre, video game visionary, American McGee. McGee's Alice series, Spicer Horse, Doom, and Quake. Trapped deep in the woods and haunted by bloodthirsty wolves, you and your friends must deploy devious tactics with swift, revolving dealing the cause of fate against one another to survive. Only the cunning will evade being torn to shreds by the relentless pursuers. Fiction's glorious artwork of classic fairy tale characters, viciously reimagined as to both the support and thwart. Feel the pigs, the Pied Piper, Rapunzel, Bluebeard, Red Riding Hood, Cinderella, Jack and the Beanstalks, Snow White, the Little Mermaid, and Hansel and Gretel. Show no mercy and you may escape with the guts intact. Can you find your way out of the woods? Because that thing right there. And, of course, the cards, which I'll show in a minute. And also right here, you can see that the part of this, like, because it's supposed to be like you found it in the woods. Because get it? Out of the woods. Makes sense. It's pretty cool, though. Now, the inside of it, pretty cool. Has a wolf thing, and also where the instructions are right here, too. Also, I really like the design of the instructions, like, someone actually made this, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like a little booklet with the rules. And, of course, the instructions with the pocket you can put in right here. Also, I really like the design right here, like, it looks pretty so cool. Okay, so, first off, the rules. Which is, gonna have to open this up a little bit. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so first off, it's just like you only have to shuffle up the cards, and you have to give it with 8 cards for each player. Now, if it's 3 or more players, or like 4 or more players, you have to give 6 or 7 cards depending how many people is playing. Now, how each card works, of course, is a little bit different. See, it's different from because in because it's different colors, but this one is like different houses instead of the colors. So you got reefs, I don't know how you say that. I think it's like reefs, whatever. Blood, Tower, Wolves, and Castle. Now, each one is house specific, different for each one. As you cards do. The house simply shows what card can be placed next to the matching house card. Action cards do things and are used before attacking and defending. Where a character card has no abilities can be simply placed on top of a magic house. And to just go into more into detail, this is how each of the cards work. So for the action cards, we have attacks, which basically play this card, and your opponent has to get 2 cards, and of course you miss a turn. Now I'll get into why this blocking will reflect in a moment. Skip, of course, skip turn. Skip your turn. Completely miss. Stuff like that. Then we have a block. Which is basically stop the action whenever you can. But also, what's different about this one is that when played on top of a character card, it makes the previous player pick up that character card back up. And he also misses a turn too. Now, what's different about this one is that there's a card called Effect. So with this one, you can reflect the person's attack button reflect, or bedevel, which is like plus 2 and 1, as you can see right here, back at them. So they have to pick up the cards, pick 2 cards, or they have to give away someone else's cards, which is what button is for. So button is basically whoever, when you play this card, then you have to give the next player their cards of what you chose from your hand. So it could be either a good way to do save people, or or you can like either do bad or good depending on what you want to do. Now of course medieval 2 and 4, basically you give the whatever, when you play this card, whoever has the most points, like, well actually sorry, it's not the most points, but like whoever has give this more to another player, and they pick up 2 or 4 cards depending on it. Depending if it's either 2 or 4. Now the devices, namely why it has like block and reflecting, is because, well, you can block or reflect these cards, as it says with the block and reflect cards. So for attack cards, you can block and reflect it, but for skips, you cannot do either of those, because that's kind of cheating, kind of, if you think about it. Now for block cards, it's a little bit weird, because for block cards, you can block a block, but you cannot reflect the block. Now, for this one, you can, like if someone says a reflect card back at them, like let's say you put in a button, like a 2/4 on them, and then reflect it, you have another reflect card, you can reflect it back at the person who did it to you. And of course, block, you can block it, but it doesn't reflect back to them, of course, because it's only for the reflecting for. And but of course, same thing for the rest of it, block and reflect for both of them. Now, the back is all the houses that we have right here. So for the houses, we have the House of Castles, which is Snow White's and Cinderella's, which has the dwarves, the prince, the queen for Snow White's, and Cinderella is the stepmother, the cool sisters, and the prince. Now, right here is I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this like wives, like some sort of spirit stuff. It has the Pied Piper, children, the parents, and the rats. Now Hansel and Gretel is of course Hansel and Gretel, the witch, and the parents. And then we have right here is the House of Blood, which includes Little Mermaid and the Bluebeard, her fathers, the witch, the prince, beautiful girl, dead wives, which I'll kind of show in a minute, and the brothers. And then the House of Towers, which is Jack and the Beanstalk and Rapunzel. Jack, Beanstalk, Giant, Merchant, Rapunzel, parents, and the witch and the prince. And the House of Wolves is Red Riding Hood, 3 Little Pigs. Of course, same thing with that one. Now, another thing that's cool about this game is that if you have any of the 4 that resemble any of these houses, you automatically win. Like this right here. There's one special rule of getting out of the woods by using 4 match story cards in a row. Example: if player 1 puts down Bluebeard, then next player puts down their wives, then brothers. But if you have both the brothers and beautiful girl in your hand, you can play both of them and you finish the game. If they don't have a reflect card, of course. If they have a reflect or block card, well, basically they have a block card only, you have to pick both those cards back up. Like, here's how it goes. Like, of course, the dealer goes first, placing the first one. Then stepmother, since the house card, the castle card, since it still counts. Now, since player 1 will play an attack card, since it has the defense, pick up 2 cards. It still plays 1 turn, since it misses a turn. And it plays grandma, since it changed the wolves with attack card. And sorry. And player 2 plays a burden card. It's able to give player 1 a card, but if he has a block or a flat, he can put it back on player 2, which helps on player 2. Which then changes to the sea father, which is the mermaid, since it's changed to the blood. Then if player 1 plays with level 4, but since player 2 has a reflect, it reflects it back on them, but they have no defense. That means the player 1 has to pick up 4 cards again. Because cool sisters. Now this one, they don't skip a turn. Player 1 doesn't skip a turn. And then after that, he plays the cool sisters, as the effect made the game as reflected many back House of Castles. But player 2 blocks it, that means has to pick back up the card again, which is now back to the House of Blood. And it continues back and forth until either one of them can win the game. Now, so of course, make sure no one sees your cards. Try to keep your actual cards near the end, which is actually a pretty good thing to do. Now, for this one, it's pretty easy because you have all 4, you can automatically win the game. It doesn't matter, as long as you have at least 4 of the same cards, you win the game. Of course, plan ahead, make sure you plan ahead what to do and stuff. Remember okay, so another point was that you can block blots and reflect reflects, and the block can reflect and the block can block reflects. But but you cannot reflect the block. Also, make sure you keep all your defense items and stuff like that. Of course, you want to play more than 4 people. Simply try dealing each person 6 or 7 cards. Okay? I'll just show this to you again in case I wasn't that simple on the rules. Because I was talking too much. Here you go. Okay, so now we got that covered. We'll then move on to the cards, which look like this. I just feel like the artwork of this, like, it is so cool. Okay, so the first card we have is the Parents of Rapunzel. Actually looks pretty cool, actually. I can see them. Because the Major Tail, he steals one of the foods and the witch sees him. So he tells him to give to the firstborn, stuff like that. And then we have this out of order, the prince. I have the next card that explains this one. But the song looks really cool, just to know of that. And then we have this one. Yeah, it's really yeah, it's pretty good though. You just know that part. And then hold on a minute, I have to find the that's the other one. Hold on. Where is it? Just having the technical difficulties here. Where is that other one? Where's Rapunzel? Down to cut that out. There we go. Then we have Rapunzel, which looks actually pretty cool. I still like how there's a prince right there just traveling and seeing this stuff. Pretty nice and cool. And then let's move on to the pigs, which is what I have right now. Sorry, I'll take this up too again. I think I just do Handsome Gunner since that's what I have right now actually. Oh no, I have the, oh, never mind. One thing, Actually, let's do the Little Mermaid since I actually have all of those for that one. Here's the Little Mermaid. And there's details on the scales. Looks pretty cool. Then we have the father. Nice details and everything. Also, Don't understand why there's a dome underwater. Like, can you just be it underwater though? Like, what? Then we have the Sea Witch. It looks cool. You don't mind the other stuff. Also seeing all the people just right there in the globe. And then we have the Prince. Oops, sorry. Which looks pretty cool. Just saying, like, a lot of detail on this one. Okay, then next up we have Jack and the Beanstalk. Okay, where's the other glass card for this one? Oh, here we go. So here we have Jack and the Beanstalk. Looks pretty cool. Though I don't understand why there's blood coming out of the beanstalk, like, well. And then we have the Munchant. Which, kind of looks like it's like, hey kid, want some bills, want some beans, have the beans right here to sell. Also, you can also see that he's like a half skeleton, so, ugh. And then, the funny one, which I chose all my classmates this before, and they're just like, is he high or something? Because, like, just look at this, like, does he not look like he's high? Like, what in the world? Like, it looks like he's high, so they're like, come on, like, I don't know when thinking about this, right? And then the last one, which is a giant. For this part, okay. Nice. Like the artwork. Though I now understand the whole part with like a beanstalk out his part of it out of his head, but okay. Okay, then we have the grandma. I mean, like, Red Riding Hood. Yeah, that's what I meant, Red Riding Hood. Yeah, then we had Red Riding Hood, which actually looks so pretty cute. Like, it's pretty cute. If you just know the stuff of the macro, but it's pretty cute. Oh wait, hold on, sorry. And then we have the grandma. You can see the wolf right there just waiting to pounce like, oh, I'm gonna eat you, I'm gonna eat you. Like, oh, where's my grandson? Where's my granddaughter? Like, oh, when is she gonna come? Like, oh, you have no idea what's gonna happen next, Connie. And of course, as the other from tail, here's this is a little bit warning. I should be telling you, but yeah, yeah, this one, it's yeah, it's. I'm gonna put a warning in this video just so that in case anyone else stumbles upon this one. And of course the hunter, which is of course how it is, but I really like the artwork. Like, it's pretty cool. Just saying. Okay, the next up we have the Three Little Pigs. Yeah, Three Little Pigs. If I can find it, this one. Okay, here you go. Three Little Pigs. Here we go. Sorry, just ordering the rest of the cards. Okay, but here we go. The Three Little Pigs. Okay, starting off with the straw pig. Like, because like when I was like, okay, this is a little bit why is it so human? Like, oh my gosh. Ugh. Okay, let's move these up a little bit so we can then see the rest of them. And then we have the wooden pig. It's a little bit graphic again. Yeah, it's he is 100% dead. And then we have the big pig, which is which is funny. So like, she's like, haha, you can't get me. You might kill my mother, but I'm still alive. It's like the face is just like, why? And then we have at the end of the story, him getting boiled in water. Yeah, it's interesting to say the least. And then we have Cinderella. Oh wait, wrong thing. That's the said by the sorry. Cinderella. It looks pretty nice. Just saying, like, it's a little bit like sad, but like, I had the fire is like it's so cool. Then we got a stepmother, as in the classic tale, just cutting out the dress and ruining it and everything. Just look at that smile. Also, why did you have such long nails? Like, what? Oh, wait. Oh, the nails are... Oh. Her fingers are actually nails. Huh, did not see that. Huh. Okay. And then we have the cool sisters. Of course, we see this. It's so sad, but like, the artwork is so good. So sad. And then we have the prince, which is... yeah, yeah. I was wondering if it's like, sort of maybe the prince might have a foot fetish, since like, after all the goes for the feet, like, oh hey, I need someone to try this sip on. I'm not anything weird about it. Sorry about that. Okay. Then we have Snow White, which I have to say is the most prettiest out of them all, because she is so pretty in this one. You'll see why in a moment. Like, even though it's a little bit sad, like she's sleeping and everything, but like, it's so pretty. Looks so good and everything. What is that other one? Okay, so I'm gonna have to cut that out again too. Make your orders beforehand. There we go. Okay. Oh, my back. Okay. And then we got Snow White, which is, like, she looks so beautiful. Like, this is so cool. Just like how, like, she looks so beautiful in this one, even though she's, like, see, but, like, she looks so beautiful. Then we have the dwarves. Yeah, I'd say it looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. And then the Evil Queen, of course. Like, look how cool is it. Like, you can see the feathers, how she is when she's just out and about, but how she is in real life, like, devious and mischievous. Pretty cool. And, of course, we have the prince. Still cool. Nice artwork. Because the dancing shoes dance forever. It's part of Fairy Tale, the original one. Okay, and then we have Hansel and Gretel. There we go. Okay, so then here we go. We have Hansel. Because this is how it is. Pretending it's his bones. It can get free and everything from the witch. Pretty nice though. Like the artwork. Then we have Gretel just munching away on all those sweets. All those sweets. Like, wow, she's hungry. So I like how the candy is. Like, it looks so cool. And then we have the parents. Still pretty cool. Like, hi, sorry, but like, I should not give away my kids. Like, you can see the guilt in the father's face. Like, he was guilty about that. And then the witch, which of course, saying it's a fairy tale. Though I just realized that the furnace is silent, it's just like human teeth. Oh, cool! It's like a candy loaf to the furnace, but still cool though. It still looks cool. Okay, now gonna move these out of the way for a moment. For the next batch of cards. Now, next one we have is the Pied Piper. So, of course, in the Pied Piper, he gets rid of the rats, of course. It's like, just like, just running away and then into the water, like, It's so cool, though, with the artwork. And then we have the children. Since he didn't get paid, he used a song to take the children away. So cool, though, like, this is so cool. It goes to parents, sad up because they lost their children and everything. Also, I like how this is like just a random puppet right there, like, why is this a thing? Like, why? And of course we have the last one, which is the Pied Piper. Just like, running away with the music and everything, and the rats all over the place. Oh, yeah, but it's still a cool call, though. Okay, and I think we're at almost the last of the character cards, actually. Then I'll show the attack cards. So this is gonna be the last of the character cards. So right here we have Bluebeard, which is kind of disgusting, but also cool at the same time. But like, the eyes in his beard is just, it's creepy. It's creepy. And then we have the beautiful girl. It looks pretty cool, even though it's they'll do like the roses on the dress. Like, it looks cool. And I'm just gonna show this one for reasons. Well, it's dead wife, so I just for reasons I can't really show. Actually, I showed this one with a wolf, so it really doesn't matter. So yeah, just a warning. So yeah, here's this one. Yeah, it's yeah. And then we have the brothers, which is basically revenge on him killing all the wives and stuff. It's just noticed that they're wearing a mask for each one so they don't get seen, which is pretty cool. Just saying. And that's basically all the cards, the character cards. So now I'm just gonna move on to the other cards, which is the attack cards and everything. So, okay, so here are the skip cards. Also, they're all the same thing. Just, you wondering. Oh. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry, hold on. But yeah, just, here it is. So cool, though. And then we have the attack cards, which is basically the wolf. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And then we have the burden cards. Which would be like someone holding a castle. Which I just realized like a few weeks ago. And then we have the cube, but also one in the world. Reflect cards. Like everyone says like, oh, it's so cute and friendly, and then you see the rest of it, it's like, oh, never mind. It's yeah, never mind. But so cool though, like, wow, just wow. And then we have the block cards, which are all the same, of course. I'm not sure what this one's supposed to be, but looks cool though. And the two last cards in this deck. Okay, here we go. The +2 and 4 cards. So here's the one for +2. Yeah, it's intriguing to say the least. And the +3 cards. Pretty cool. Kind of just really like the art style, like, wow, this is so good. But yeah, these are all the cards for American McGee's Out of the Woods Emo Uno card game. I would say it's pretty cool. Good to play, but the one thing I would recommend for if American McGee is gonna watch this, if he's actually gonna see this or anything, is I would sort of recommend like making more character cards for like other fairy tales to go for each house if you can. Like more that relates to each house, like the wolf, like the wolf, castle, blood, tower, and reefs, whatever you pronounce it. I feel like more character cards would be better for that one. Also, in case you're wondering about the price, it's it's $20.99. Yeah, it's like $20.99 in the Mysterio shop. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. But yeah, but the price of it, it's like $2.50. Hold on.